Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. I have another Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger review for you today. This is Zyuoh Cube Zero, Cube Condor. This guy showed up in the summer movie for Zyuohger, which was a little more than a month ago. I believe it was the end of July. I have unfortunately not seen the movie yet because it just came out in theaters in Japan, so it'll be a long time before it gets stateside. But very cool cube here. You can see he has a long bird neck. He is a condor. It's primarily a repaint slash remold of the gorilla cube, which is funny because you think if they were going to remold into a bird, they would do cube eagle, just because a bird into a bird would be easier. But I kind of applaud them for not doing that. It's a little bit more fun. And in the movie here, they show that he combines with tiger and elephant. So, of course, we'll take a look at that formation. But really nice packaging. Really beautiful. And I love the aesthetic with the gold and the black and the purple. Looks fantastic. Love this picture on top. Think that looks great. Not really much going on the side. Just kind of shows how it combines. Shows the cube. Not too much going on the bottom there. And again, the back just kind of shows the same thing. Cube to condor and then combination over here. So, very cool. Go ahead, we'll pop them out of the packaging and we'll take a closer look. So, here we go. This is the extent of what you get in the packaging here. This is the long condor neck. I love those eyes. It looks really cool. It's like a red visor for the eyes and then the beak here. I assume this is kind of like tail feather plumage. On the other side, you can see the face. Now, I know this looks like the face for Zyuoh Wild, but these pieces are molded in, so you can't fold them over to cover the face. That is one solid piece. Putting that off to the side, here is Cube Zero. Very nice gold paint there on the purple. Love the coloring there. This is kind of the same deal where I think it's like plumage when you have it all together, but it, just on its own, it kind of looks like a bird with the wings and the tail, so I like that. Still have the gorilla feet. Not really sure why. Guess they just didn't want to remold that, so they just kind of painted it. But I mean, it looks nice. The silver, gold, purple all work well together. Turning it into the condor mode is very simple. You're just going to pop this open. Pop these out for a little wing effect. And then you're going to just slide this in from the back. These two connectors here will peg into these two connectors. Slide it in. And that's what I was saying before about it's kind of like some more tail feathers. But there we go. There is your condor. Looks pretty good. I like it. I mean, you can kind of see the fists still here, but it's not a big deal. I mean, I guess technically if you really wanted to, you could take them off because they do fire out. So if you wanted to take the fists off, or you could completely pop the whole fist section off, it clicks right back in. So yeah, if you really wanted to, for some reason, you know, take the fists off because you didn't want to see him when he's flying around in condor mode, you could. Totally doable there. I'm going to attach them back on. They don't really bother me. They don't seem all that out of place. They kind of blend in well enough, so. And I know if I don't keep them with the toy, I'm going to lose them, so. But yeah, there's your condor mode. Looks pretty good. Nice and purpley. He can stand by himself just like that. I like it. So we'll go ahead and we'll show the combinations you can do with, we'll start with tiger and elephant. So we have our cubes stacked up here. I do want to mention real quick, it's kind of coming through on the camera as more of a navy bluish purple, but it really is kind of a royal purple in person. It's a much nicer purple in person. It's kind of bluish here on the camera, but you can go ahead and pop this down through and it will connect. And then come around here, flip your hands around, since these are not spring-loaded. And then pop these. Now again, it's your prerogative if you want to flip these open or not, but officially they have you do that. And there you go. Now this form is called Condor Wild. you know, just what they decided to call it. Obviously, the Wild from Zyuoh Wild, and then Condor because he is Cube Condor. But it's a cool name. I really like this color scheme. I think the purple and the white and the green and the gold, you know, being unified around looks great. I really do like this mold a lot. The head sculpt and everything up here looks fantastic. So I'm a huge fan of this mode. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. You can bring in some other weapons and, you know, go to town doing what you like to do, adding all kinds of stuff in. I like to throw the platypus in here because I think this color blue goes really awesomely with this overall color scheme, so I'm having fun with that. But that's the great thing about cubes, so many possibilities. You can mix and match and do all kinds of crazy stuff, so let's see what Condor looks like with some other cubes. So here we go. Here he is combined with Shark and Lion. Now I'm assuming, judging by the previous naming convention, this guy would be Condor King? Maybe something like that. I don't like this color combination as much as I like the previous one, but it still looks pretty good. That is another thing, because he doesn't have kind of the backpack that Gorilla had. He kind of has the extra large butt. But you really could take the backpack from Gorilla and just fold the head back up into it if you really wanted to. So you could just leave it like this and attach it to the back. It does still have the plug. Oh, no, I'm wrong. You can't because of the way the head connects. So you could take this head off and then put it on, if you wanted to get some kind of crazy combinations going there. I mean, like I said, that's the great thing about the cubes. There's lots of playability. So you could give them the head of Gorilla or Zyuoh Wild, but this body. Something you could do. It's crazy combinations. Personally, I love this head, so I'm going to stick with this. But it is something that can be done. Some fun playability there. But there are definitely more combinations to go, so we'll take a look at another one. So I've never been a huge fan of Croc and Wolf as midsection and legs, but of course this combination is possible. I really think they just need to paint this part in between the legs black, and then I think it would have worked a lot better. But I mean, the gold kind of works with the gold, but they're not really the same color gold, so. Plus, I'm sorry, these two giant these two giant hinges here. This looks so weird. But it is another combination that you can do. It kind of works. He looks pretty neat. But the fun doesn't stop there. So you can go ahead and pop him here in place of the #1 cube in Wild Tosai King. Now, you could, of course, put him in the back in place of the gorilla, but then you'd hardly see him, so what's the point? I love the purple cube in the front here. I think the dark purple, or like, you know, nice purple color with the black looks really nice. And you can go ahead and put the new piece here in the back on his arm. So that works out really nice. So you have kind of the head of the Condor shooting lasers and whatnot. That's always fun. So I think he looks great here like this. I really like him in the front. If you get all of the multicolored, or I should say repaints for lack of a better term, you could go ahead and pop them all on down here. There we go. So I have the other set, and I have Zebra as well, and when I do the other set, I'll take a look at all that. But I think it's kind of cool to have like a version where he took over these cubes, so he's in the front, and then he has the alternate colored weapon cubes as kind of his arsenal. I don't know if that happens in the movie, but that'd be really neat. Otherwise, you can just kind of make your own combinations and lore and whatnot. But I definitely like him in this position with this combination. Looks great. So every year for the movie, we get a repaint/remold of an existing mecha to be featured in the movie. And I think this year they did a really nice job with it. I think Condor looks great. I love the color scheme. The fact that they remolded it out of gorilla instead of eagle, I think is a fantastic touch. And it just really works well. You have the little folds here that kind of act as wings. You have the new face with this piece here that looks absolutely fantastic. I love the combination with elephant and tiger. I really have nothing to complain about. I think they did a fantastic job with this. Yeah, everything's great about it. I really recommend picking it up if you're collecting the cubes. I think you should definitely pick up this guy. It's a normal retail release, so it's very easily obtainable. very affordable price, pretty much the same price as any of the other cubes that were released singly, like Tiger or Elephant, something like that. But yeah, I have nothing to complain about. He's great. I love the color scheme. I love the transformations. I love everything about it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Zyuoh Cube 0 Cube Condor from Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger. And thanks for watching.